Hello, everybody. This presentation is meant to give you an overview of all of the academic and extracurricular opportunities that we have in the Department of Sports Administration in the College of Business. First, a quick introduction. My name is Jim Strode, and I am the chair and an associate professor in the Department of Sports Administration here at OU. My email address is strode@ohio.edu, and I'm happy to answer any of the questions that you may have from this presentation, or if you would just like to talk about sport in general, feel free to reach out to me. I received my education, my undergrad, in marketing and management, so a bachelor's of business administration at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. I received my master's and PhD in sport management from Ohio State University, and my active research interests right now are in philanthropy in sports. So why do people give so much money to big time college athletic programs instead of, let's say, other cause-related philanthropies? I also study leadership as well as issues when it comes to gender in sport and leadership. You've probably learned at orientation that Ohio University is the original and first academic institution in the Northwest Territory. But what you may not have known is that Athens, Ohio is actually the birthplace of the academic discipline that we call sport management. A guy by the name of Walter O'Malley, who's pictured on your screen, he was the owner of the Brooklyn and later Los Angeles Dodgers, had this vision of creating some sort of academic pipeline for competent students that wanted to work in particularly baseball at that time. So our roots started with the Dodgers and with baseball, and our master's program, our master's in sports administration, was the first academic program that we had here at OU. The degrees that you're looking at right now, the bachelor's, minors, certificates, all that stuff came a lot later, but the original program was our master's program. And as you can see on our slide, we're consistently ranked as the #1 program in the world, and our online professional master's program, which we'll talk about a little bit later too, is also ranked as the #1 program in the world according to Sport Business International. In the top left, you'll also see the logo of AECOM. AECOM is a company, an architectural firm that sponsors our Center for Sports Administration. So they help fund a ton of the opportunities that we're going to talk about in this slide deck. I heard a recent alum call us the Hogwarts of sports administration, and part of the reason that he used that terminology is, if you want to work in sport, you're in no better place. Our alumni network is absolutely amazing, and most, if not all, professional sport organizations in this country, most colleges, universities, other programs have a Bobcat working in their office. So if you take a look at this particular slide, this is a handful of some of the proud alumni that have walked the halls of our program here in Athens. You can see that the new athletic director at UCLA, Martin Jarmond, is a Bobcat. He most recently was the athletic director at Boston College. To the right, you'll see Diana Sabo talking to Coach Day at Ohio State. Diana Sabo is a deputy senior athletic director at Ohio State University. She graduated from our professional master's program. You can see Derek Hall on the far right with the Arizona Diamondbacks. He is the CEO of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Far left middle, you can see Debbie Antonelli. Debbie Antonelli graduated with her master's in sport administration, and she is an ESPN basketball broadcaster. In the middle is Tracy Ellis Ward. She is the Associate Commissioner for Women's Basketball with the Big East Conference. And then working at the bottom left, you see that John Swafford, the current commissioner of the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference. Right now we have 4 commissioners in NCAA sports, Division I, that are Bobcats. To the right of him is Pat O'Connor. Pat O'Connor is the president and CEO of Minor League Baseball. And then finally to the right is Bernard Muir. Bernard Muir is the athletic director at Stanford University. We actually have 3 athletic directors with Mike Bond at the University of Southern California in the Pac-12 conference, and we have the most Division I college athletic directors out of any academic program in the country. I'm very proud of the faculty that we have assembled here at OU. It's one of the larger sport management faculties around the country, and our faculty represent a variety of different experiences, from working in the C-suite in professional sports, working for ESPN, Fox Sports, and the media, working in a high level at college athletics, including the NCAA. We also have academic researchers that are in the top of the field, many of which are seen as thought leaders and are consistently used on the National Sports Media Forum to be able to express their views and serve as a contrarian. If you major in sport management, you will receive a Bachelor in Sport Management from the College of Business. I put up on your screen a list of the core courses that you would take in sport management. Introduction, a history course. You would complete some sort of practicum, so you get some real world experience in a sport organization early on, ideally as a sophomore. You would take a class in leadership, sport ticket sales and systems, as well as marketing and revenue streams. And then your culminating experience with us would be a senior seminar, a capstone experience. Finally, you would also do an internship within a sport organization, ideally your junior or senior year. This list represents the core courses that you would take in our major. There are some other additional concentrations and other areas to concern yourself that an academic advisor can help you with. But what I can tell you is that sport management is a perfect double major. So if you're interested in majoring in, let's say, management, marketing, some other area, sport management, there's a lot of crossover of courses that you would take. So it's fairly easy to be able to double major, minor, or pick up certificates when you're looking at our academic discipline. If you're interested in our minor, it's 15 credit hours, and you take either our introductory course, SASM 1010 or SASM 1001. You also take our sport history class, SASM 2250, and then you get to pick 3 additional electives to take. And I listed some electives that we offer consistently, including esports, sport analytics, sport marketing, governance and ethics, as well as sport law. We're a part of 2 certificates at the undergraduate level here at OU. Many students ask me what's the difference between a minor and a certificate. Well, a minor, you take classes all in the same discipline. So you can see that our sport management minor is all SASM courses, whereas in a certificate, it's multidisciplinary. So you would take some courses outside of sport management, sometimes outside of the College of Business. So the first certificate we have, this is a brand new one, it's our eSports certificate. And there are a handful of sport management courses that you would take, including our esports class. And you would also work with classes in communication and computer science to be able to achieve that certificate. That certificate is not built for somebody who is interested necessarily in being a computer programmer, but maybe for people that want to promote and market esports, as well as work in the operation side of esports. Our second certificate is Festivals, Event, and Entertainment Management. This certificate, we work with hospitality management as well as education to be able to prepare students to be able to work small and large or mega events. This is perfect for anybody who wants to be a conference planner, a meeting planner, or anybody who would like to work, again, large-scale events in the operations, facility, and event management side of things. If you truly want to work in sport, you need to get out and gain experience. And we have a multitude of experiential learning opportunities here in our program. At the top left, you can see that's a picture of the University of Bayreuth. We have a global consulting program where we send students to Germany, where they work with the University of Bayreuth, as well as do live client projects with companies like Adidas and Puma. You can see in the top center, that's a picture of Petco Park in San Diego. We offer an annual trip as a part of our San Diego consulting program, where we spend time in San Diego working with organizations like the Padres and others in the greater San Diego area with practical and application-based projects. Top right, we send students to the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup, of course, being an international golf competition. Our students get to work that opportunity. Our students get the opportunity to work the Super Bowl as well as the Kentucky Derby, and even concerts for those that are interested in the FEAM certificate, the Festivals, Entertainment, and Event Management certificate. That's a picture of the Firefly Music Festival. We sent students out to Madison, Wisconsin to work the Reebok CrossFit Games. Right here in town, we have an opportunity for you to get your hands dirty with working minor league baseball, and we run our own minor league wooden bat college league called the Southern Ohio Copperheads. And then finally, as part of your senior capstone experience, SASM 4500, our students are required to actually do a real world consulting project. And every year we send our students for 2 to 3 days to an area to work with organizations in a community. This last year we sent students to Pittsburgh. The year before we sent students to Charlotte. And next on tap for our seniors will be a trip to Chicago. There are a variety of different options for students who graduate with a sport management degree regarding their career. Many of our students go into sales positions. So 2 of our recent alums, Avery Babel and Patrick Buzzard, are working as sales associates and inside sales reps for 2 NBA teams, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Detroit Pistons. We place students in event management. So Elizabeth Korb, who graduated with our Festivals, Entertainment, and Event Management Certificate, is working for Contemporary Sports Services, which is a company that does event management operations for events like the Kentucky Derby, the Ryder Cup, and the Rose Bowl. But really, if you want to work in sport marketing, event operations, communications, a sport management degree will give you the tools to be able to achieve a career in those areas. Looking ahead to when you complete your degree, we have 3 graduate programs here in sports administration at OU. The first one is our MSA program. I mentioned this one a little bit earlier. This program is actually a 2-year program, and you leave with 2 graduate degrees. So in your first year, you complete your MBA, and in your second year, you receive your Master's of Sport Administration. All of our students receive some sort of funding, so they receive a graduate assistantship, whether it's in the College of Business or the athletic department. We actually do have some grad assistants that work for external sport organizations. So the student lives in Athens, but actually does a virtual grad assistantship for working professionals. This program typically admits around 30 students a year. It's very exclusive. It is the program that's been ranked the #1 program in the world 5 of the last 7 years. Our second program is our professional master's program. So for those students that graduate with their degree and go work in the industry and want to come back but can't commit to being a full-time student, the professional master's program is for those students. So this program is a hybrid program where there's some courses online as well as some residencies where students get a chance to come to Athens for extended weekends, as well as attend a residency at a conference called the National Sport Forum. Our third program is the Master's in Athletic Administration. This program is geared for those that want to be high school athletic directors and administrators. This program is also a hybrid program. The classes are offered online, but we do have one forum, MAA forum, every single year here in Athens where students get a chance to interact with their faculty as well as professionals in the industry. We have 7 student organizations in our department. The first one, Sigma Alpha, Sigma Mu, or the acronym SASM, which you can see as a prefix of all of our courses. This is a first of its kind. This is an actual sport fraternity where our students get to engage and are actively involved in philanthropic efforts as well as career management opportunities. We have Sport Business Association, which is sort of an umbrella organization for those people that are just generally interested in working in the field. More specific organizations, we've got Women in Sports, our Association of Multicultural Sports Professionals. We have an analytics team, a sports analytics team that competes. We have the Sports Law and Labor Society, as well as for anybody who wants to work in sports information and communication, the Associated Press Sports Editors. If anything that you've heard is of interest to you, please reach out to us. You can see that I can answer your questions when it comes to the major, the minor, as well as the esports certificate. One of our faculty members, Professor Christina Wright, is in charge of our Festivals, Entertainment, and Event Management Certificate. And if you're interested in joining any of our student organizations, the most up-to-date information is on the College of Business website. So all you have to do is search for student organizations in sports ad and on the College of Business website, and you can find who the advisors are and make sure that you get information on how to join. I certainly appreciate your time in viewing this slide deck. I wish I could actually see you face to face, but I am more than welcome to have a conversation with you if you just reach out. So you can see my email address on the screen. Connect with me on LinkedIn, follow me on Twitter. I'm probably not a very good Twitter follow, but nonetheless, you're more than welcome to follow me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have and help guide you as you traverse your time here in the College of Business. Wishing you all best of luck.